because Jon Snow is back! That's right, Jon Snow is back. My boy, Jon Snow is back from the dead. We knew the Red Woman was gonna bring him back. I told you on last week's review that she was lying when she said, I'm not gonna be the one to bring back Jon Snow. Bitch, come on, we've seen you birth demon babies. We knew you were gonna be the one to bring back our boy, Jon Snow. Bros before crows. Side note, was I the only one that thought Melisandre sacrificed Ghost to bring back Jon Snow? I was like, no! For real though, Ghost was not moving that whole time. I was like, oh my god, did Ghost just give his life for Jon Snow to come back? Anyways, let's get back to Jon Snow being alive. Oh, Juice, what does this mean? Let me tell you, little nugget, shit's about to get cray. First off, I freaking hope Jon Snow wakes up and he just walks out and he's like, what's up, bitches? And everybody's like, Lord Commander. And he freaking just walks down to the dungeons or wherever they're keeping the prisoners and he just starts shanking all of them because they shanked him. But hopefully, he gets Ollie and ties that bitch up and he just shakes them all day for being the one that wanted to shake everybody. Then I hope he feeds the rest of him to Ghost. I actually think Jon Snow will take up the mantle of Lord Commander again, or he might pass it over to Ed. That way he can start gearing up for war to take back Winterfell with the wildlings like he was before he died. That's possible, but don't forget that Ramsay wants Jon Snow dead because he doesn't want any more Starks in the north, and he thinks that Sansa's on her way to Castle Black to join up with Jon Snow. Might actually see Ramsay try to attack Castle Black, and this might be the start of the Stark rise to power because you know Jon Snow's gonna fuck up that dude Ramsay. Anyways, it's just so awesome to finally have Jon Snow back. But since we're talking about Ramsay wanting to kill Jon Snow, can you believe that dude killed his dad and then fed his mom and newborn brother to dogs? Yeah. Dude is hella crazy, but I think that's what makes a great villain, and when he is finally killed, it'll be so satisfying. Jumping from Ramsay to Sansa and Theon, we see that Sansa's getting the 411 from Brienne of Tarth about her sister Arya. Sansa didn't really get much airtime in this episode, but we did see what looks to be Theon coming back to reality. He tells Sansa that Lady Brienne will be her protector now and that he plans on going back home to the Iron Islands. What perfect timing, because his father, the king of the Iron Islands, just got thrown off a bridge by his crazy brother, and they kind of need a new king. Theon, being the son of the king, I believe he gets first dibs. Check this out though. If Theon becomes the king of the Iron Islands and we know he feels like shit for the way he treated the Stark family, what if down the line he joins forces with Jon Snow and he helps him take over Westeros? Could happen. It might help him feel like he's making up for all the bad shit he did. From there, let's talk about the two youngest Starks, not including that one they don't show anymore. We got to see Arya reach level 2 of her Daredevil training. Am I the only one that wants her to be the type of assassin that you find in Assassin's Creed? Because I want her jumping off buildings and shit. Remember Bran Stark? Yeah, Bran, that Stark that took a whole season off. Don't forget about Hodor. I met that dude. He's super chill. Anyways, we got a glimpse of Bran's powers, or at least the Third Eye Ravens, because they basically went back in time. They were watching Bran's father, Ned Stark, as a child, and we even got to see a talking Hodor. There's also a mention of war. Will this be against the White Walkers? Will it be against the Lannisters? Who knows? Speaking of that family that always pays their debts, we got to see how big Tyrion's balls were because he went into the dragon's lair and had a little chit-chat with dragons while he set them free. In that same scene, it sounded like with Khaleesi being away, her kingdoms are starting to fall apart. In King's Landing, Cersei has the mountain smashing heads. Literally. But she was also sentenced to stay in her room by the king. Who's her son? Cersei had to miss the funeral of her daughter, but it was a good thing though because Jaime got punked out by those sparrows. Before that, Jaime convinced the young king to talk to his mama, who he hadn't talked to in a long while. I don't blame him. I'd be pissed at my mom too if she sent my beautiful sexy wife to prison. Mother and son have a little talk, and I think Cersei's back in power. Not like she ever left. So, what does this mean? Hell if I know, but one thing's for certain. War is happening, and lots of it. In all my Jon Snow excitement, I totally forgot to talk about how awesome it was that the freaking wildlings just showed up and punked out all the damn crows. Do you freaking see when that dude shot the giant? He was all like, bitch, wham! That giant went all Hulk on that bitch. We all knew the wildlings were gonna show up, but it was badass that they showed up for Jon Snow. Anyways, guys, I want to know what you thought about this week's episode. Are you happy that Jon Snow is finally back? Do you think Ramsay could get any crazier? And what do you think about this big war that's supposed to happen? Let me know in the comment sections down below. Guys and gals, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with all your bros and crows. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for all things nerdy and geeky on this channel. As always, guys, I am your host, Juicebox. Remember, when you wake up in the morning, ask yourself something. Have I had my daily dose of juice? See you guys next time. Beep!